opening my original screen. So that is the reason I have restarted my whole laptop. Currently, in my laptop that version was not. I mean, like that server was not available.
Can you
So I
share
have
your screen,
uninstalled
please?
everything, sir.
Can you share your screen quickly?
1 minute.
You're logged in from the same laptop, right?
Yeah, sir.
Few people are doing a blender mistake, stating that uh, they are going to upgrade the OS on the top of their hardware. What are they running? Okay, అక్కడ మీ సిస్టంలో 10 అయినా 11 అయినా రన్ అవుతుంది కదా, అది ఆ ఓఎస్ ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేయాలి తప్ప ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయకూడదు అక్కడనే. సో ఏం చేశారు మీరు? డౌన్లోడ్ చేశారు, ఏమేమి చేశారు చూపించండి ఒకసారి. ఒకసారి చూపించి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి ఏం చేశారు మీరు, ఏం డౌన్లోడ్ చేశారని. 22 డౌన్లోడ్ చేశారు, ఫైన్, ఓకే.
అంతే సార్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు సార్ ప్రెజెంట్ నా దానిలో లేదు సార్. ఎందుకంటే నిన్న నేను ఆల్రెడీ 22 డౌన్లోడ్ చేశాను.
చూపించండి ఒకసారి ఎక్కడ డౌన్లోడ్ చేశారు.
సార్ నార్మల్గా మీరు పెట్టిన లింక్ ని లైక్ గూగుల్లో చేసి నేను చేశాను. ఏమైంది అంటే నేను ఇన్స్టాల్ అంతా చేసిన తర్వాత నాకు అది ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఆప్షన్స్ చూపిస్తుంది కదా సార్.
హోల్డ్ ఆన్, నేను ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయడానికి చెప్పలేదు, నేను ఒకటి డౌన్లోడ్ చేయడానికి చెప్పా, అంతే కదా?
అదే సార్ డౌన్లోడింగ్.
షో మీ ద డౌన్లోడ్స్. గో టు డౌన్లోడ్స్.
సార్ యాక్చువల్ గా మొత్తం పోయింది సార్ నాది. నేను అంతా రీస్టార్ట్ చేశాను. సో ఇప్పుడు ఆ డౌన్లోడ్ లేదు నా దగ్గర.
Go to that third tab, no issues. Go to your download. Yeah. Can you go to downloads folder once, please? Downloads folder in your.
Sir, currently downloads lo em levu sir present.
Sure, huh?
Yeah, sir.
Sure. That's fine.
Yeah, sure, sir.
No issues. Here you select that Windows Server Essential. In that 2019 you download first. 2019. 19. No, not here. Essential. In Essential. Down one. Yeah. 19 you download. Yeah. Open that. Very good. The same way you download 22 above, from above. Okay. Later on, download ISO. This is for all of you. Initially only you have, right? You read this complete guidelines. Okay. Later on, you have to. Everybody must read these guidelines. What is saying for this Essential? What is needed and all. So hereafter, you shouldn't simply click on OK or yes, whatever, without saying or reading something. Okay. Always, as an administrator, it is our primary responsibility to read the things what is there. Simply don't submit things, okay, without reading. Okay. Read it at least once in your life. Okay. Okay. Enter your details, all of details, and then you can submit for download. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And we have Oracle Virtual Box also. That also you download it. I have shared, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is there anybody else apart from Damini who is trying to download things like whatever I gave yesterday? I won't receive any response from you people. Okay, your wish. If you guys don't clear the mock or doing this lab, you cannot clear the mocks, and you cannot what is that? You cannot crack the mock interviews. That is for sure. I will tell you. Start doing it. If you're not started, start doing it today. Let me share my screen. Let me go through the topics. Okay. So today, basic OS installations, IP address. We're going to discuss about that thing. Okay. So especially for that, yeah. So here I have shared some documents for you. This one is for mandatory. This is in Hindi. Plus try to go for this thing. Complete desktop training is there. Okay. Initially for fundamentals of computers and networking and desktop related support engineer, what they do is explained very well. In very few, like for 20-15 minutes videos are there. I am recommending this thing without miss. By Friday, by next Wednesday, you all finish this whatever I have given the guidelines here. Here we have a lot of computer shortcuts and troubleshooting guidelines is there. Okay. So I want everybody to watch out these videos. Okay. I will ask questions from this, and then also these documents. This is a scenario based questions on desktop that we cover in this coming 2 days, and then this is a hardware and troubleshooting. Okay. Windows OS. Few things will be repetitive only. You can skip those points and try to read these things. Okay. So we all will be in the same page if you guys can read it. So you will have more doubts so that we can clear it. Without before starting, can you please share yesterday's recording, please? Have some doubts, sir. Who is Anand here? Buddy, can you tell me you have any doubts, means, please?
No, sir. No, sir. I have referred the video.
You referred the video? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. No issues. You can always ping me separately or call me. No need to hesitate. I'm always there for you people. Okay, from the
Yeah.
morning 10 to evening 10 also. Okay, you can call if it is emergency. Okay, you can,
Yeah.
no need to hesitate. You can call me for studies, for suffering materials, for doing lab. Anytime you can call. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, good to go. So first of all, I'm trying to give some basic things like what we do, what is the like OS installations. These are the things are there. Okay, so we all know. So quickly, I will just recap things. Okay, computer has two sets of things. One is software and hardware. A software part, it covers all the applications, including the OS installations, OS program. Correct. So and we have also system software and application. These are all exist in the what is that? We can call it as we all. These are all existed in the same thing, like we can call it as a C4 C drive. It stores, the C drive stores are responsible for all of operating systems as well as the application programs that you install. So see, almost all the programs that are default location is a C drive. Correct, is everybody knows about it. And when it comes to hardware, internally and both external hardwares will be there. So these are the hardware parts: CPU, heatsink, okay, hard drive, optical drives, okay, and RAM modules. This is looks like you might have seen somewhere else. This is the basic things. Okay, just it's part of a training, so I want to give you things like that. External components we have, it could be a connection of all speakers, printers, CPU, and many more else. Okay, like keyboard, mouse, what all the things. So when it comes to a CPU, we will call it this thing. We'll call it as a cabinet, computer cabinet. Correct. So from the yesterday's class, what we discussed here is, so most essential parts of computers as motherboard. Okay, it's the central processing unit. So what I'm trying to say is hardware part troubleshooting. You must know minimum at least basic. If some motherboard goes wrong, what could be the symptoms, or how we can identify if the motherboard issue, that and all already I documented it. Okay, you just have to go through and learn those things. Okay, so CPU processing unit, central processing unit, it's like your brain of your computer. Okay, so it usually does the calculations of all logical thinking. Okay, it does the calculations. That's how the CPU works. The function of CPU, it acts as a manager telling us to parts of a computer what to do. Correct. So CPU is responsible for it. So it's like your brain, I said. So CPU heatsink will be there in order to like cooling a CPU. This chunk sheet of metal one is sits on top of the CPU. Sorry, and we have a switch mode power supply, SMPS. They will ask you what is SMPS means. Switch mode power supply, you need to tell. So it comes a different voltage level. Every system has having a capacity of different voltage. Correct. So it transfers the incoming, all taking incoming electricity and transfer it to the right voltage level. It is responsible for it. These are the RAM slots. You can see, you will see you have everybody's RAM. It depends on your price and the configuration of system. The RAM is taking more place, crucial role, right? So RAM is a, it's a temporarily storing and accessing data on a computer. Actively using it is on the things. Okay. One more thing, RAM and ROM. I want to tell you something. Temporary storage. So both RAM and ROM, because your storage, ROM means your storage. Both stores the info. But this thing, whenever you open an application that runs on your RAM, it's a basic thing. But RAM is a volatile and non-volatile memory will be there. So whenever you power off anything, RAM is don't have any capacity to what is that store that info. For example, this is my data. It is there in the data. It is there in the training desktop. Some PPTs are there. Correct. These are all there in the my drive. So that is in the ROM hard drive. So whenever I open this document, it runs on your RAM and it gives you the functionality. Correct. So whenever I turn off this computer, okay, or I restart the computer, will this still open, or will it be closed? So it runs on your RAM. So we cannot have this memory. It's only temporary thing. So short time. When you turn off the things or your computer is powered off, it is temporarily stores the data computer that needs to access quickly when it's powered on. Only thing. Okay. So that is, we call it as volatile and non-volatile memory. Maybe sometimes you may get this basic questions also. What is temporary? What is the difference between ROM and RAM? So RAM stores only data temporarily. When it power off, the data will be collapsed or data will be closed. You can say like that. Okay, ROM is a permanent memory where it stores you during the power off also. Your data will be safe. Correct. And also these are the aspect things like graphic processing unit. We check it. Okay, so graphic processing unit is basically like it provides you the graphical interface GUI mode where you can handily work on the things on your screen. Okay, it provides the visual content or visual functionality. So whatever you do, correct. So same way we have a physical servers right now. So desktops and laptops they're made for installing a client OS, that hardware, correct. Same way we are learning. Once I'm coming back from my vacation, from Wednesday I will start the server OS thing. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is two types of OSs there. Just a recap of yesterday's class. Two types of servers are there. One is OS are there from the Microsoft. One is a client OS, another one is server OS. Correct. So client OS is basically is made up of this thing. OS versions are. So these are the OS versions which we discussed yesterday. Right now we have 11 in the market, client OS. So we will discuss about how to install, what are the basic things, what is needed, what are the different methods nowadays is running, like installing a different methods of OS on the system hardware and all. You all go ahead and watch. I think, I don't know, from your laptop or your laptop or others laptop, did you guys work the installing OS? Did anybody install OS here on your laptop?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. So yeah, so it's a good thing if you install, if you were lucky. So trying to install it again and again, we cannot perform that activity. But what we can do, we have a virtual box manager here. We can perform some installation, but this is called as a ISO installation from VDI virtual machine. So a lot of methods are there. Correct. So that's the thing. What I'm trying to say here is installation of OS will carry, and then IP assignment. What are the important consoles that we have? We'll try to discuss about it today. We'll try to cover it. Okay. So anybody has any doubts, Tim? So Windows Server, when it comes to, yeah, anybody has doubts? If not, I will cover. I'll go ahead. I'll move ahead.
No, sir.
So yeah, thank you. So these machines or these systems hardwares, we call it as a servers. Okay. So right now we have a servers, hardware servers, which we have from the vendor. So server is it provides a lot of services. So that's services and all we are going to learn from this course. Okay, no need to worry what kind of services it provides. So I don't want to take that advanced topic or that core topic now only. I want to give you some introduction. What is the difference between client and server OS, and then I will straight away will start it on from Wednesday onwards on this server topics. Okay. So this is the huge hardware. Okay, it will be. You can see here how many slots are. Number of slots for memory is 24. You can see the slots and you can see the memory space 64 GB, 128 GB based on the price that you will get it. Correct. It's like your usual. It's a huge hardware. Your memory is looks like your storage. That much of hardware it will be. So 1,59,000. This is the hardware. So basically, hardware vendors for server operating system, which we have in the market is Dell and HP, and we have Cisco. Correct. So these are the three companies which they are building the server physical server infrastructure. Okay. So as I told you, we are providing an infrastructure to the clients or the developers, whatever the customers they are. So every software company or every sectors that business is going on right now in the market, we required a software to run the software. We required a storage, we required a security, we required a access, we required configurations, right? That and all we used to do. That is our primary job. So we providing totally infrastructure, implementations, configurations, and then installations, troubleshooting, so migrations, upgradations, maintenance. We do take care of all these activity. So you will be deployed to support, or you will be deployed to monitoring initially through your starting your career. Okay.
Incoming voice call from Valley 2 on SIM GL9.
So exclusively these things are, we can call it as the physical servers. Okay. So nowadays, if I'm talking about the technology that we use, we buy one server. In that we install all multiple applications or multiple virtual machines in it. Same way, see, I have installed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines here. Did I need to pay anybody here? Anybody did I need to pay? No. Did I spend much time to install these servers? So 5, 6 machines are running in my OS. So this is the advantage. So for my laptop, I can keep my laptops anywhere. I have to do the maintenance, charging, everything. For these machines, I don't need to do. If I take my laptop, if I can maintain my laptop very well, these machines are safe. Okay. Nowadays, what is happening due to the cost cutting? Okay, this virtual infrastructure or virtual what is that environment gives a lot of advantage with respect to security, with respect to performance, stability, and reliability. So we have lot of what is that advanced features, and these are the things are supports for the VMs. Okay. So in this scenario, I have my hardware laptop. On top of hardware laptop, I have installed 6 VMs, virtual machines. I installed virtual machines means it's running on the guest OS or ISO image file. Okay, running on your hypervisor, like your any hypervisor. I can name it as hypervisor functionality is Oracle VMware VirtualBox. Without this tool, I cannot install it. So I always recommend you people, do not after downloading, don't run that file, don't do that blender mistake. So ISO image file, once you download it, it will be looks like ISO image file, right? Where is my ISO image files? I think I have moved somewhere else. For example, it will be there in your downloads. So don't click on it and install it here. First, you need to install this thing, and top of it, you have to go ahead and add here new. So I will send you one playlist. Only the performing lab on, they are only performing lab on this Oracle VirtualBox VMware Manager. So you can follow that thing. If you are very actively working, if you don't want to waste your time, so before I start only, you can work on it. You can refer those videos, and you can try to replicate the same in your laptop. Cool. So when it comes to Windows and server, so we install this server operating system on this server. So server is a physical infrastructure, or it could be a virtual machine. Okay, it is basically a huge hardware compared to your client, and provides a lot of services. That services we are going to learn. Okay, throughout this course, we have a 10 more sessions when we start the Windows Server activity. So each day we trying to learn one new server role. I'll try to introduce about it. Okay. So when it comes to OS installation, any OS installation, can anybody knows how do we install OS? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How do we install OS? Can you tell me?
Yeah, first we need to take a bootable pen drive.
Very good.
Then we need to download from official website, that is Microsoft OS image file. Then we need to
Okay.
insert that bootable pen drive to the laptop. Then
Okay.
we need to start. We need to press the power button. Then we
Hmm.
need to continuously press the bootable key. So it will open the boot menu.
Hmm.
So after opening the boot menu, we need to accept the license. Then click on next. We need to
Where do you find the license?
license. That is terms and conditions is there now. So we need to
Yeah.
accept that one before installing the
Okay.
OS operating system.
Okay. It will be there in this page, right? What? How do you find this license key?
License key.
Did you guys not entered your license key for when you were installing?
No, sir.
Okay, so when you have create for this thing for buying a OS license, you need to have a Microsoft account. From there, you need to buy the license. Okay, for
Okay.
that it will ask the price and you need to pay for it. Okay, so but usually when you buy any new laptop, you are the things like this is one of the desktop that we really, I mean, we install lively for the purpose of for training. So we try to. So let me start. So any computer that you started. So for example, I will show you. So I will buy a new laptop or new system. Okay, new system, that is a new laptop or desktop. You can call it as any machine. New machine, I will call it as. Okay, that we are going to buy the laptop. So what I'm trying to say here is I want to load the OS on this thing. Okay, I want to load a OS. So let's go for this thing. To I have Windows 10. So Windows 10 OS I have. Let me open this one. So Windows 10 I'm installing on this machine. Okay, new machine, Windows 10. I will type it, Windows 10. Okay. So just for a name purpose, this could be anything. This is not your actual system name. Actual system will find out here. Where do you find your system name? So system name, you will find it here. Right click, properties. So you will see your system name. This is your system name. It could be a random thing, but you can rename it if you want. You can rename anytime. It is like Rakshit. It is like your Pawan laptop, Pawan system. Like that, you can anything you can rename. But in a company, it is not like recommended to rename this thing. In company, they will your IT IT admins, like you are the one who is taking care of renaming all these things. Okay, so you will be giving we will maintain the proper syntax. Okay, so this is the actual system name. When you build the system, you will get this option. So what I'll do, this is the 10 machine. I have loaded the OS already. Here, this is the ISO image means when you load this thing, this part you can load later also. Okay. I'll just remove this part. So I'm just getting a new hardware. That's it. I don't want to load any OS. So I'll give the RAM and I'll give the processor. This is what I'm having system 8192 means 8 GB almost. I have in my total system. So this thing and hit with the 8 CPU of my system hardware, I'm giving you for this system. I'm giving one CPU core only. Click next. I'm giving 50 GB for it and click next. So keep it as all default only options. Don't pre-allocate full size and that and all. Keep it like that only. So click finish. Your screen maybe it looks different. Maybe because I have older versions of Oracle VMware VirtualBox. Maybe your system or your applications would be a different one. Okay. So yeah, just a moment. So assume this is your new laptop, that is a hardware laptop. I brought it from the market, correct? So this system is having 1 GB of RAM, 50 GB of storage, one CPU core, and rest all you can see here. What all the graphic cards are added from this Oracle VirtualBox Manager, you can see here. So when you power on the machine like this, if it is OS file is there, it will load. If OS is not there, you will get into this bootable media. This is the virtual machine box. Just a moment, guys. Somebody came to my room. I think come in, man. Yeah. So here it will ask for you because in this hardware we don't have any OS file. The virtual machine is failed to boot. This might caused by missing operating system or misconfigured boot order. Mounting operating system, install DVD must solve this problem. It is telling, correct? So you need to select the OS file. Okay, by going to library. Not library. We'll go to others and we'll select that OS file. So you need to select the OS file. Here I'm selecting OS file because I am already there in the virtual box. That's why it is. But for you people, you need to enter the boot key. Okay, let me show you. You need to enter the boot key. When your computer is restarting, your BIOS basic input and output system, this kernel, whatever you see, this is the BIOS page of the system. So every hardware has a different BIOS. I think yesterday, did I share that BIOS key for you people? So very important, guys. Few BIOS things as you are going, all of you here is going on experience. You are not a freshers. Okay, keep it in mind, guys. Okay, so if you don't know the BIOS keys of few hardwares, okay, they will get doubted. Okay, BIOS keys are for different all hardware systems. Let me add this point in my. So BIOS key will be different for each and every hardware. Okay, for Acer it is F2 and plus press delete. For most of the time, you at least you know about this thing F2 and F10. Escape F10 for HP and Dell. Most of the computers, I believe, we use these two top two hardwares vendors or Lenovo as well for desktops. Correct. So you should know about this BIOS key. When you are restarting your computer, you need to enter this BIOS key. After entering your BIOS key, you will be coming to this page. In this, you have a boot option, but before that, you need to insert your pen drive to whatever you need to download the iOS image file, and you need to insert your pen drive to the system. Correct. So after that, you come to this BIOS option and go for boot. Everybody, you can go to BIOS and you can exit today. You can try it in your laptop. What is your BIOS key? Check your laptop and what would be the BIOS key. When you keep entering restarting, it will go to the BIOS. Simply exit it. Go to this channel, go to this BIOS setup and try to exit. Okay. Here keyboard will not work in this BIOS option. So you will go to the boot and then boot priority. In the boot priority, you will select the boot order. So here USB SanDisk is my external hardware where it has an iOS image file. So what will do, boot order prioritize the USB flash drive, and then you will select this USB and click enter. The moment you change say exist, so boot it will computer will start and boot the USB drive. So when you have a USB drive started, you have this OS file in the system. So what the computer will do, so let me mount this thing. I have mounted now. So I will click OK. So your computer will start your hardware that supports that OS will start reading the iOS image file, and it is asking for installation. Correct. So same way, if this is the virtual machine installation. There are a lot of other installations are there in a virtual machine. Okay, lot of other installations steps are there nowadays. Okay, so you can go for this one, installation of troubleshooting OS operating system. I hope my first this link desktop link has all the things. Full course it has, desktop related full course. Okay, with very short videos it has full course. But the thing is, if you wanted to see many things, you don't need to follow my YouTube things whatever I shared, but few things which I shared is best of best, which I have seen personally, and I'm trying to give my students. So don't miss out which I'm giving. So you can go ahead and watch many more videos regarding how to install a new hardware, different methods of installations and all. But here possibly I can explain you USB drive, and as well as a lot of things I can explain you, but I can only show you through show you through VDI installations, that how I did. Okay, it will come to this part VDI installation and click next and install it. Once you install, it will load the profile and it will install. It will ask for the default administrator credentials and it will install. So so different OS method installations I have already given here. So sometimes you may get these questions: what are the different methods in your company that you're trying to install? Run setup. So I have not gone anywhere. I'm used to ChatGPT. At least you give some relevant answers to it. Installing by iOS image file, that's we did right now. Okay, that we can do. Reset PC or cloud download, reinstalling without media, and Apple image with DSM with Windows recovery. Okay, so this thing we rarely do. This is when we go for recovery we do. Okay, so these are the things are there. Just a moment, guys. Okay, so install by setup iOS image file, we did it. So PXE network deployment, this is the very common thing that we use. Using this PXE deployment, how do we do that and all, we can discuss about it in downline. So remote iOS image file, this thing we use it on the remote ILO image file. This ID rack and ILO is a ID rack is a Dell. It is used for Dell software, and ILO is used to connect the HP software, HP hardware systems, okay, where we can download the ISO image file and we can try to remotely we can install a ISO image file. I don't recommend to, but I'm recommending only to see a physical system installation and using this PXE network development, but you should be aware of what are the different things that we can install. Okay, so you can go through this step by step. They will tell you how do we do this thing. Okay, so in PXE reboot, what we do, we have to download this install WDS and MDDT, so Windows deployment tool. Okay, so what we can do, many machines, whenever we're handling lot of machines and we try to install in a bulk, like we try to do, so we do these installations. Okay, so in a company at a time they will ask us to install 1,000 systems or 100 systems or 50 systems, 20 systems. We don't manually do this thing. What we do, we go ahead and download from the network media like a LAN cable. We try to install it through LAN. So you go ahead and watch, and or else I will show you, or I will share the link for you, YouTube link. How do we install using LAN, like multiple on a multiple systems? Okay, I'll share the thing for you. Okay, so these are the different installation methods for OS installation. So you need to accept the license and click next. So when you are running your operating system, okay, which option I should give here? This one or this one?
Custom install Windows only at least.
Okay, so I recommend, please note this, guys. Whatever you are getting the screen, don't simply without reading, don't take decisions. I want all of you to read the content on the console. This is the way you start your career in IT support. Before, without reading it, without understanding it, don't click any other options. It will be came into escalations. Definitely you will be get terminated. Simply don't click yes, simply don't accept anything without reading it. Please make a note. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is, installation of anything, whenever you're installing fresh installation on your hardware, you have to select the custom option. The file settings applications aren't moved to Windows with this option. If you want to make changes to your partition drives and start computer using installation disk, we recommend backing up your files before you continue with installing. So it is a fresh installation, so you go for it. Okay, and we have one drive allocation here. Here also you can do the partition. Later also you can extend it. Click next. Okay, so it will start installing the window. Correct? That's how it is installation. Very simple. Try to nowadays everybody will trying to, because we are in the technology from 5 years, so we will be able to, at least you should have a common sense. If I click yes, if I click delete, if I click something options, any buttons, or there is options which we click, what might be happening, we all have that common awareness. So I believe that we have. So before taking any action in a production, think about it, what we can do. Correct? So yeah, before coming to troubleshooting part, there are some few things that I want to cover. So your computer may have three identifier, means how we have your phone number, Aadhaar card number, your name, different how the human is having the same way. Computer also, it has a three identifier. So what I'm trying to say here is, one is your device name, that you will find it here in the this PC properties, device name. Correct? Basic things, guys. How to check the device name, how to check your other things that I'm covering now is a basic thing. Please give more attention now. So apart from this, computer to computer, it wants to communicate, means it requires an IP. Without IP, computer will not communicate with each other. Okay, so whenever you connect to any network, whether it is internal network or a public network, your computer will get an IP. So to see an IP of a computer, I will type in a run ncpa.cpl. I will come to this network connections page, okay, where I have a Wi-Fi connection now. So I'll go to the status. I'll see the details. So my system has received IP today at 10:19:09 seconds. So the IP address of my system is 192.168.29.83. So IP address means it's one of the unique identifier that is assigned to a system to communicate with other devices in the network. Okay, it would be a network. When I say network, it's a connection of different systems. Okay, it could be a public or a private. So public means your public internet or whatever you browse it, okay, over the internet, correct? It's a huge connections over the internet. Whatever you want to ask, whatever you want to browse, your system will give the answer for you people, correct? You can search anything here. You want me to search anything here, okay? So whenever we are searching something on the system, correct? So for example, I will search the company. It gives the data for me, right? The system, whatever it has, it gives the data. So it connects to this website and it gives trying to give the answer for it. So every website has a before it has some IP address it is assigned. So you can check your IP address. So using the command called, what is the command to check IP address? Anybody knows? So ipconfig. So ipconfig will shows you what is your IP. So 192.168.29. Also we have, if you want to know all full address, you can enter /. So ipconfig all will shows you a lot more details about your MAC address and NetBIOS, everything. It will give you all adapters that we have. It gives the information about it. Okay, ipconfig all or ipconfig/. So also you can just now I copied, right? You can ping this IP, ping this website. So ping dot that website. So I'm getting an IP here. So I can able to I have pinged something which is which one I can able to, I can able to access the thing, correct? So and which is hosted on a publicly, correct? So HTTPS. Not there in the- Okay, anyway, so uh, I see I'm trying to connect to this tech minds. For example, it is one of my company that I'm working in, or any for sales or for service purpose. I can visit this company website, correct? So company website, I don't remember what IP that is hosted. So and a IP means what system this software page is hosted. I'm not aware of it. But whenever I want any detail, I'm not. We humans are very good at finding by host names, not by computer IP name. So every system has an IP. For example, this TechMinds web page, wherever it is hosted in one of the IP address called 103.235.104 and 180 IP address. Okay, so it means it has a system. Its system name could be anything, but the system IP address is this thing. So computer requires an IP, and the computer communication language would be a binary IP, binary thing, binary language. Correct? It converts the data into binary, and it computer will encrypt, and then they will decrypt. It will gives your data back. Correct? So what I'm trying to say here is IP address is one of the unique identifier for your system to communicate within the network. IP address. Okay. So every system or every network device has an IP address. So you have your get MAC. One more identifier will be MAC address. That is your physical address. Okay. So this is your MAC address. It will be there in the hexadecimal way or hexadecimal format. Okay. So the MAC address is a physical thing. This thing I will explain you when I was explaining the OSM model in the network class. Okay. So this physical address will be added when you are transferring data to from one computer to my computer, other computer to my computer. Physical address is required to frame the data. Okay. It requires a physical address of the machine to share. It doesn't require IP. It doesn't. IP will come to next picture. So when you are transferring, computer requires to communicate. It requires. So you no need to do. It is all happening in milliseconds when you are trying to connect or you're trying to reach out to any destiny. Okay. So it requires a physical address for the system. Okay. All got it right. What is IP address? Now we have a different IP address range we have. So IP address when it comes to IP address, we have a different IP address range we have. So Yeah. So when it comes to IP address range, we have totally five class of IP address are there. Okay. So in this five class, just give more attention to it. I want only 5 to 10 minutes to explain on this topic. So any IP in this world, we have IPv4 and IPv6 configurations. Okay. So IPv4 as a 32-bit. Okay. In this 32-bit, we can create 4.3 billions of address. We can create it. In this one, we can create this one 4.9 into 10 raised to 28. 10 raised to 28 addresses means that much host or that much IP we can create it. For example, what is my IP? What is my IP? My system IP is one of this 192.68. In this 4.3 billion IP addresses, my system IP is there also in that address. Yes or not? It's the public IP address. Address must be reused and masked anytime. It could be anytime address can be reused. Okay. If my system is disconnect from the network, somebody who are connected to my router, they will get this IP address to communicate in the system. Numeric data decimal notation, and it could be configured DSCP or manually configuration we can do. These things I will explain you while I'm doing the DSCP class. Similarly, we have this format. Okay, so 128-bit format IPv6 is. In India, we generally don't use this IPv6. It is a faster communication, but in India we use only IPv4. Okay, so total range of IP is, you have to remember this, guys. This is one of the favorite interview question. What is the address range of class B, class A, class C? That is, what is the public range or total address range? So you can tell for class C 0 to 126, class B 128 to 191, class C 192 to 123, followed by like this. Okay, A, B, C, in this range we use this for our corporate world, whatever the software, and then D and D we use for R&D and R&D machines. I mean, R&D department and defense multicasting, we use these IPs in the public network. Now here is some tricky is there, like in this address range, every your system when you go, it requires an IP. Even your computer, your laptop also, you can check what IP it received. Okay, and also you connect to one mobile hotspot and check the IP address, and change the mobile hotspot from other mobile and check the IP address. It could be changed. For example, now my IP address of the system is 192.168.29.83. If I connect back to my mobile hotspot, my IP will be different one. Okay, that's how it works actually. So now what I'm trying to say here is, here two address ranges are. So you can remember this thing full address 0 to 126, 128 to 191 easily. But in this thing, IANA authority of US, what they're telling, any public company or public sector, if you don't want others to use your systems or your servers, okay, you need to go through these IPs. You need to install or you need to configure these IPs in your system range. For example, if you go for IP address range for class A, it should be start from 10. Anything we know, class A IP address starts from 0 to 126. It should be range. Okay, but but private IP address range for class A, for any corporate company or any private sector they want to use, means they need to start using from 10. Okay, and for class B they need to use it from, in class B we have 128 to 191. We have lot of IPs, but the class B IP address range of class B is 170 to 16, 170 to 31. In this range only, for the, if you choose your class A class B network for your company, so you have to use these IPs only. For example, now I have access this thing on a public network, correct? TechMinds IT solution. When I ping this one, I got this IP. Now tell me, this IP TechMinds IT solution, it is a public IP or private IP? And what type of IP it is? Class range. Can you tell me? You want the things like this? You want to refer? Sorry. Let me explain this thing. So tell me, this IP is public or private? Hello guys. So what is the IP address of this website? 103.235.104.180. It falls under which IP? Here. Wake up, guys. If you're sleeping, wake up. Yamuna. Damini. Anand. If you guys don't understand, I will skip this part. Means I don't want to skip this part. I'll continue tomorrow if you are sleeping. So I'm asking questions, okay? So I am asking this IP address range falls under which class type? If you don't answer, I can't judge your capacity, like what level of understanding you are in. I want answer from everybody. So tell me, I will give a single IP and you have to tell the answer. Otherwise, I will not go to next topic because it's a very important one. Okay. Pawan, tell me which IP address it is. It is
class.
for me. It is so easy. I will keep on explaining the PPT and I will end up and I will get my things. Okay. But I want you to understand. I explained this 1,000 times.
Private IP.
1,000 times. Okay. But thing is, I want you to everyone needs to understand this is very important. That's why, because we do a lot of things in IP address assignment and all. Okay. Now tell me, class A, which type IP address it is? Sorry, what? I'm not sure which IP. You need to tell me which type IP address it is falls under. See here, 0 to 126. Anything here it starts it is under the range of 103 means class A only. So IP address will be like this 4 octet will be there. Okay. So what is the IP address it is falls under? 1033 means it will falls under class A.
Okay.
Correct. So now I will give you IP for you people. So each and everybody has to tell whether it is class type you need to tell and whether it is public or private you need to tell. Okay, Shora? So I will give you 12.1.2.1. Go ahead. What IP address it is?
Class A.
Class A. Okay. Public or private? That thing also.
Private address. First one.
First one is a private?
Yes, sir. Private, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it a private first one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Second one is public,
Second
sir.
one is public.
Public?
Second one
Okay.
is public, sir.
Class B.
Yes, sir. Public, sir.
Class B. Correct?
B.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
And this one?
Private.
Private address, sir.
Class or
Class
class
B.
Class B. Class B. Class B.
Okay. So I will come to this point. So this guys you told private, right? So you said a class A is right. So class A is very easy, 0 to 126 what you can add. But when it comes to private or public, you need to check for class A, this part should be start with 10 for private IP. If it is anything apart from 10, it is a class A public. Okay. Anything starts apart from 10 within this range 126, it is a public IP. So now which IP, whether it is public or private?
Public.
It's a public. So it is very easy to understand. See here, I am able to access on my public internet with this company IP. Okay, what is the company IP? It is 103.235. It is a public class A IP. Correct. That's why I'm able to access this website. Yes or not? So for example, I want to access my company thing, like which is hosted private IP address. The website is hosted on a private IP address. This is a company one. I want to be, my system needs to be there in my company network. Otherwise, it will not allow me to contact. So let me see what IP address range it is. 172.18.29.12. What IP address it is hosted on? Come on.
Private.
Want a reference?
Private.
Private, which IP address range?
Class B.
Class B.
Please,
See,
sir.
private class B should be range from 172.16 in the range 172.31. Okay, it is falls under 170.18 is in this range only. It is a class B private IP. That's why from my computer, my personal computer with my public network, I'm not able to access this private IP. I'm able to access this TechMinds or whatever because which is hosted a public on a public IP and we can able to access it. Getting my point? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, here this 128.1.1.1 means which IP it is? Class A, class A, sorry, class B public. Because class B we know it starts from 128. The first octet is 128 only. So anything start from 128 to within 191, it is a class B only public. So class B is 172.16, 172.31. Everyone is clear, right? And anybody has any doubts, let me know. I can clear you out. Okay. 10.11.11.1.1. Which IP it is?
Private address, sir.
Private address. Okay.
Class A.
Class A.
Class A.
Class A private. Very good. For class A is very easy, man. Private address. Anything starts from 10, it's a private. Class A. Okay. Apart from everything, it will be public. For class B, it is bit difficulty, but you guys have to remember. For class C, 192.68 to this one. Here, if what is the network port and host port, we call it as. So why we use the network ports and all, I will tell you. So okay, for class A, when you have 10 is your network port for class A. Okay, when I asked you what is the network address in a class A, means first octet is a network port. For example, if you want to choose your network for your company, your first octet will decide your network. Okay, it should be same when your network should be same. Okay, if for example there are two systems are there, two systems having an IP, that IPs are one system is having 10.1, another system is having 10.0.0.1. Okay, so always this is a basic thing. So 11.0.0.0.1. Okay, so always see one system is having an IP address of this thing, another system is having IP address of this one, correct? So when I install IP address of this system, just let me know both are in which network, which class type, both are which class, both are class A, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, both are class A, but the difference is what is the port, what is the network port for this one and this one?
Private network and public network.
Yeah, it's a private and public. What is a network port? Means a network octet here. First port is a network port. First octet is a network port here. This is hosted on 10 network. This is hosted on network IP, network address. It is hosted on 11. So for class A, first port is a network port always. Okay, it should be same whenever you are working on your computer. Let's say if you decide a class A, your network port should be always, it will be 10. If you choose 11, it will not communicate. This system to this system communication will not happen. For example, I will tell you both 172.16.0.1 it is the class B IP, correct? 172.17.1.1.1. So one system is having this IP, another system is having this IP. Will the both communicate? Will the both communications happen between the two systems? What is the network port for this thing?
172.
No, if it is a class B, first two ports are to your network. Okay, for class B, followed by class C, three ports. First three ports are your network. This is very simple, man. your network should be same when the both systems are working in the same company or in the same network. Your network should be same. So you need to choose for one. I of course I believe I agree. Here you entered both the class B private IP only. Here you have 170 to 16. We know that what we need to follow for class B, the private for class B, the network ports are should be first 2 octets, should be same. Basic thing, guys. It is out of the box. Nobody will get reference with somewhere in anywhere else. Okay, this is a basic thing in the network. Best practice. See, later on we have a classless and classful, and we have VPNs to merge these different networks. But your network should be always. You need to know what is your network ports. This thing they explained very well in the Zoom technologies classes, which I recommended you to see every day one video. You can easily understand if you're not getting the point. Okay, what I'm saying. Okay, and apart from this, why the people are choosing the class A IP address range means, if you choose a class IP address range, you have 16 million of systems that you can create in your company. For example, 10 if you choose class A, for last three permutation combination, if you do make 10.0.0.1.0.2 till 255, next to 10.1.0.1.0.2 like these machines, if you keep on creating with the 10 network, you will be having 16 millions of assets you can create it in your company. So that's why company will most of the time it will choose the class A and class B. In the class B, little less, we have 10 lakh of systems. Okay, not 10 lakh, 1 crore.
Incoming voice
Okay,
call from plus
correct or not? So these are the things are there. One moment. Suresh, hello, Suresh, you there? I got it. One moment, guys. Yeah. So IP address range, all of you got it right. Why we choose a class A, because class A is it has a lot of IP address that we can do using the class A IP addresses. Okay, so that's why people are choose a class A, class B. Even if you choose a class C, see if you class C network, once 190 to 68, right? If you choose a 190 to 68, you are having what is that? Your systems will have a lot of less assets. So very few small based company they use the class C, and some differences are there based on the bandwidth, based on the connectivity and the speed. We have choose this class A, class B, class C differences. Okay, why we choose to do this thing. Okay, that's all about IP addresses. For example, now I built my system. Okay, oh here it is stuck. How do we choose IP address? How do we assign IP address thing? I will open my system. So how do we assign IP address? We'll see this today, and we can wind up the session. So where to go to assign an IP? You can go by this way. I will tell you manually way. Okay, you have to go to network symbol and click on the network and internet settings. After that, you need to go to Ethernet. This is the server operating system. In your client operating system, it will be different. Means you are in your laptop. Okay, you have to go to change adapter settings. So in Ethernet, if you in a run command, if you enter the ncpa.cpl command, okay, so you will be able to see this in a run command like this, run ncpa.cpl. Okay, so you need to go here and go to properties. Okay, so go to here So here IP address is there. IP address is your system IP, means your identifier. For example, my name is Channa and my phone number is like this. If I am a computer, if anybody in my computer, they want to, another computer wants to communicate, means they need to use this IP. But for me, for humans, we don't remember. See, I just shown you live example. TechMinds is one of the company. They use this website, and I'm trying to access this TechMinds. When I ping this web page, I got the IP of the system where it is hosted. So can I access this server? No, we cannot access it, but we can get to know that um, this website is hosted in one of the IP addresses. Correct. So similarly, I want to if I choose a public IP for my internal company, for my our bankings and all, or our company Infosys, water. If I choose public, what will happen? What IP address change I need to choose for my internal company? Either I can choose a class A 10, anything starts from 10. Okay, you tell me what IP address it is. I have just for testing purpose, I created an IP and I created a domain called Apollo Hospital or Apollo domain. Okay, so what IP address I gave here? Which IP address it is? 172.16.0.1.
Class B.
Class B private.
Private or public?
Private.
So private. Why should I give private here? Because it is my own internal company system. It could be anything that is different. The system is having my OS file. I should not give a public one. Correct. So that's why I give an internal, and subnet mask is you will have subnet mask. This subnet mask is something like it is going to divide your network into different segments. So subnet mask for class B, it is 255.255 0.0.0. For class A, it is 255 0.0.0. Only one 255. For class C, three 255s will be there and followed by 0. Okay. So this thing immediately it will take. Immediately it will what is that? Immediately when you enter the IP address, it will default, it will take. Okay. And default gateway is your network IP or your network entry point where you need to enter the default IP for your network. Okay. So this preferred DNS and all I will tell you when I'm explaining the AD class. Okay. This is how we need to assign IP. Okay. You can assign IP manually. You can assign like this. Okay. You can choose a class A or class B, anything private. It's your system. It's all up to your wish. Okay. Every IP address is unique. If I wanted to see here, I have a lot of systems here. Just now I opened this machine. I given 172.16.0.1. For this one 172.16.0.2. For this one I have to give 172.16.0.3. Like this I have to keep on giving, and I have to track it. As an admin, we need to track the IP addresses. Okay. So that's all about IP address team. If you have any doubts, let me know, or else we can wind up the session today. We have two IP address will be there. One is static IP and dynamic IP. Just now IP address which I gave is static IP because it is constant. Whenever you go to status, you have a DHCP no means it is a static IP. The IP is assigning to the system manually. Okay. Whenever you go to my computer and you see the status of my system, okay, my client system, right click, go to status. So here it is DHCP is enabled. S means what we need to understand. It is taking automatically. There is no static IP. If I change my network, it will IP will keep on changing. But here it is not like that. It is constant. Whatever you do change, IP address is the same. So this dynamic and static IPs are only difference is dynamic IP will keep on changing and static IP is a constant. Okay. So you can go to the more comparative things. Okay. So I will share this thing with you people. You can go and watch it. Okay. Anybody has any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay then. Fine. Thank you for joining. We'll connect up tomorrow. Okay. Start watching that. Go through that document, please. OS and hardware networking. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Anybody have doubts, you can stay here, or everybody can skip. If you don't have any doubt, you can leave. If anyone has doubts, you can stay here and you can ask what to start, what to refer. Pawan, I think yesterday did you ping me your contacts and basic details, Pawan?
No, sir. I will share now.
Why? Okay. You are not there in the yesterday's class?
Actually, I joined late, so that's.
You are the one who is joined on Divya's name, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I got it. Okay, Pawan.
Sir,
You can
actually,
always.
yesterday you shared that links in the group, to
Yes.
install that Windows Server
Yeah,
2019.
yeah.
Actually, I downloaded and installed, but my system is corrupted.
Why corrupted?
No, sir, I don't know the reason, but my system is hanging.
Can you share
So,
your screen?
sure, sir.
Sir, actually, I have downloaded that yesterday what you said, but not installed yet. Sir.
Okay, no issues. I will share the play this one thing. Same way, you have to download both OS and this one, right? Then you
Yeah.
can go and click new and install it. Okay. So you refer the videos. So I think I have it in mind. Hmm. For lab videos, you can follow this thing. Okay. Yeah, share your screen, Pawan, quickly.
Sir, in laptop it's not possible because it is not opening. So, can I share in WhatsApp?
Then can I connect you with later?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Anyone has any doubts, team?
No, sir.
Okay, buddy. Fine. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you.